to get back to a routine that you may have fallen off from. Today we are exploring this concept of how you and also how I have recently got back into the routine of doing things while I have fallen off. I'm really excited to talk to you about this topic today because I love to share my ups and downs. This channel and my whole business, the Temple of Sunshine, has been created to show you how, things aren't always perfect, but the power is within us to take our power back. So grab your tea or coffee. I've got a lovely green tea today and we can have a lovely spiritual chat as usual. If you are new to Temple of Sunshine on YouTube and templeofsunshine.com, then welcome. Here we speak all about law of attraction, self-development, self-love, Taoism. Like, the list changes every time because there's just so much to cover. So it's overall just a good vibe self-development channel. Please do subscribe, it helps me out so much, and you'll be helping me on my goal of spreading positive messages to as many people as possible in 2021. Is my goal to teach people that life doesn't have to suck. So you would help me out so much if you did subscribe and like this video. But let's get into the topic. I have recently, as you guys know if you're a subscriber, I have indeed been falling into a bit of a soup, as I like to call it. I've been not really feeling myself and feeling the way I am. If you see sort of my videos from around March and whatnot, you'll see that I was really into consistency, routine, discipline, and I was doing amazing. However, something has changed. Around May to June of this year, I felt a sort of downtime, right? And I don't want to judge myself for it, and I don't want to any longer dwell on the fact that I wasn't working at 100% or being my best self, because there's a really cool quote I heard on a podcast the other day, and it is pretty much that nothing in nature blooms all year round. So flowers and trees that bear fruit, for example, it doesn't bloom all year round. It doesn't provide fruit all year round. Therefore, why do we expect this from ourselves? Why do we always expect us to be 100%? Well, it's because obviously society teaches us that we need to be operating at a productivity level of here, otherwise we're not achieving our goals towards our perfect weight, our perfect career, our perfect relationship, our perfect blah, 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 blah. You know what your goals are, you know why you feel the way you feel. We aren't going to dwell into the negative today. What we are going to do is think about how we can get on track slowly and softly. The key here is to ease yourself into it. I really was putting myself down because I wasn't doing the millions of things I used to do back in March in my perfect day. Where I was doing nothing and feeling sorry for myself in June, I was thinking that tomorrow I would wake up and suddenly want to do my scripting, yoga, visualization, meditation, work really hard for my job, work really hard for Temple of Sunshine, and take care of my diet, and exercise, and text all my friends, and let's add another one, and just, do a massive yoga sesh. I was really expecting that I would just flip the script suddenly, and tomorrow I would all of a sudden go back to my usual perfect routine and also wake up really early. But that was not happening because I was putting huge amounts of pressure on myself. In May and June, I just lost motivation for a lot of things. I, stopped posting daily, like 3 times a day on TikTok for my brand. And that's not like me because those are things that I enjoy. So I'm easing myself back into things. Even today, I was committed to recording this video to meet my upload schedule. It was very important to me. And so to ease myself back into it and let go of all the things that were holding me back, I didn't bother doing my makeup today, as you can see. Because to me, doing the video was more important than all the millions of things that I feel is necessary to do the video. So what I've done is I've cut out a few steps and shown up anyway without all the prep. So that is my first sort of main thing I want to talk about. Cut out the prep if possible. If you're procrastinating because you think you need to do 4 different things before you can do a task, maybe try and cut out the few things before that you need to do. This is going hand in hand where I say take it slow and steady, because you're not jumping into something and expecting 100% from yourself when you're operating at 40%. Meet yourself at, you're at 40, this is at 60. Meet yourself midway. Don't expect that you're going to get everything done for this task that you really need to get done. Sometimes whatever the task is, and however daunting we imagine it to be, if you just get on with it, it doesn't feel so daunting. Today, I didn't do the prep work of doing my makeup, looking a bit more presentable. I'm here to talk to you because this is more important than all the prep work, such as putting on my makeup or, you know, like maybe having notes written out for my video. It comes from the heart, and I know I'm going to do a good job anyway. So why be bothered about all these minuscule things that are actually putting me off the main task? But remember, like, only skip the prep work if you can. Number 2 for me is action through non-action. I speak about this a lot in my Taoism series. I'm going to put the playlist up here if you haven't managed to check out my Becoming a Modern Taoist Sage series. So action through non-action is the Taoist concept of only taking action when you're inspired and doing nothing in the meantime. By nothing, it doesn't mean that you laze around and do absolutely nothing. But if you have a pressing concern or a question or a worry about something, then you can leave it alone until the universe comes to you with an answer. That's when you take inspired action. And then when you do take that inspired action, you're going to be so in flow. You're going to be in such a flow state that it feels effortless. So it becomes effortless action, almost like you were doing nothing, but it got completed anyway. And I talk about this concept a lot, like I said, in the series. However, I seriously implore you to take action through non-action in your life a bit more. And you might be thinking, gosh, that is so counterintuitive. This video is supposed to tell me how I can get back on track, but you're telling me to do nothing? How does that work? It works because you start to want to do the things that you're putting off. You start to miss doing the things that you've been putting off. What I've been doing recently is feeling that I will only do what I'm inspired to do. And for a long time, I did not feel excited to do much because I was in a headspace where I wasn't feeling great. But in the last week, I have joined up to the gym and been feeling really excited about it, like going back to the gym after, you know, being in several lockdowns. I've been working on my products again for Temple of Sunshine, which was something that I'd halted for a long time due to lack of, not passion, but just lack of fire in here. I was just going through such a slump. But yesterday, I spent at least a good half an hour working on my new product, which is not a very long time, but it is the baby step I needed. You know, it was at least step 1, and now I can work on, you know, meeting myself at 100%. I met myself at 60% by only doing 30 minutes of work, like I explained earlier. Now I can gradually build it up to working at 100% capacity again. What else have I been doing? I've been getting back into yoga. I've scheduled in yoga for my day. I've been meditating again. These are all things that I wasn't doing consistently when I was feeling all sludgy and gross for the last 2 months. I'm getting back on it, but this has all happened because I've let it go. I've let go of the should, would, have to, and I've just said, I'm not going to take any action. I'm just going to go and do what I want to do, whether that's lying in my bed or playing Sims or, you know, replying to an email. I'm not going to pressure myself to meditate right now. And when I feel the inspiration within to join the gym or meditate, I'm going to do that. And it felt so much more amazing. Like, I really enjoyed my gym session yesterday. I felt really good about myself because I went with inspired action and it felt effortless. So let it go for a little bit and let go of that voice in your head that's telling you should do this. There's no shoulds in life. We're here to enjoy ourselves. You might not believe that. You might not understand this concept yet, but we are genuinely here to just enjoy ourselves. So do that for the time being, and you will get the inspiration to go back to what you need to do or what you think you should be doing. Next, on a day where you have a bit more inspiration, I want you to write out things that you wish to do today as a perfect day in a to-do list. You don't need to name it to-do list if that's too much pressure on you, if you don't like the concept of a to-do list. But write out notes either on post-its around your house. So I like to put post-its on top of my laptop when I have things to do at work, like imminent things. And I like to use this little notepad my friend got me, and I have a little to-do list. This one's really nice. This one has positives from today here, where you can write out things you're grateful for, your to-do list for now and then maybe later, which is nice. You have like some conditional things that you want to get done, but it's not urgent. And finally, things to remember. I guess these are things are like, you know, pick someone up or call your parent or something. But I like to put this section in this diary of pretty much like things that I want to remind myself and be present about in the day. So I've written to myself today to not be judgmental towards my body. I want to remember today that my cells and my organs can hear me, and only good thoughts should be thought about my body. So it's a nice little spiritual reminder for me, and it gets me going. But yeah, use a to-do list or planner of some sort. This was given to me by my friend, so I don't really know where it's from. Or use little post-its around the house, which really helps me. I like this because then I can take the post-its of whatever I've put them on, and that feels really like good, almost like ticking off something to do with it on a to-do list, but just taking off the post-its. So yeah, these are really great when you're in a mood to do this. Do not force this on yourself when you're still in the sluggish mood. Stick to the action through non-action. Start doing things that bring you more joy in the moment. Obviously nothing destructive. I mean more so just allow yourself to feel how you feel and then start to take inspired action. So for example, if you really just want to stay in bed and nap, after a while you're going to get sick of that and want to get up and maybe go on a walk. So that's what I mean by using action through non-action. But on a day where you're feeling more perky, for example, me in the last few days, I feel like August has built this new energy and it's coming into my life. I'm feeling more inclined to do stuff like this. So today I will tick off everything I have here and I'm going to feel really, really good about it. And finally, my final point is talk to someone. Talk to someone who you can trust about feeling a little down and off your routine. I know a lot of my friends are also feeling a similar way. A good friend of mine who's always hot with her morning routine, who's really productive and amazing, is also feeling a little down and has slipped off her morning routine. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I put up a question box as well, asking people for their tips on getting back to a morning routine or things that they do. Talk to people about their morning routines. Talk to people about their fitness regimes. Whatever it is that you've slipped off of, talk to people about it, because through talking to others, we start to get inspiring ideas. We start to get really interesting new ways of doing things, or sometimes we just receive support or some kind words from someone who really loves us that we really need to hear. You know, it's so nice to speak to others about what we're going through, because sometimes they've been through it themselves or they're going through it too, and you just wouldn't know. Like if I didn't tell my really super productive friend that I wasn't feeling so great and I'd slipped off my morning routine, I wouldn't know that she had as well. And now we're working on, you know, inspiring each other. And I think that's amazing. So always connect with others. Remember that we're all connected in this universe, and we're always brought to other people who are sometimes going through the same thing, so we can help each other out. That's just amazingly how the universe works. That is the law of attraction. So talk to someone about it, or talk to strangers about it. Maybe ask people on social media like I did. And yeah, you'll be back on track in no time. But if you take anything away from this video, is don't put so much pressure on yourself, because the pressure is what makes you feel worse about the situation. You already know that you might be slacking on something that you wanted to work on. That's not going to help to make yourself feel worse and remind yourself of the fact that you're not doing what you thought you should be doing. Reminding yourself of that constantly is just self-judgment. Be kind to yourself. Be loving towards yourself, and talk to yourself as if you are your child self, your inner child. Remind yourself it's okay if you skipped a month, if you skipped 2 months, maybe even years. It's okay. I forgive you. I love you, and we'll be back on it in no time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found value in it. Comment below if you have any routines that you've slipped on, and we as a community can get through it together. Maybe you'll find someone else who's also, you know, slipped up on their fitness regime, or maybe they're writing a book and so are you, and you've both slipped up on writing the book. Who knows who you may find in the comments. So comment below, and I'll see you in the next upload. Please like and subscribe. Bye.